Hello everybody and welcome to a new video here on the channel. It's been a while, it's been a long while since we've had a video on it. Apologies for that, first and foremost. It wasn't planned. I got ill, my throat went and cold like normal. But the main thing that stopped me from doing any videos was my voice completely just went. It just went. And you know, this whole sort of video malarkey, it relies on you having a voice for the most part, especially a video like what we're doing here today. So the fact that was gone made it quite difficult. So I just had to wait it out, and then as soon as I did get better, it was at a point where I was busy. There weren't enough hours in the day, and it just had to be put back until now. But we're finally here, we're finally back, we're all better, and ready to talk about the fun subject that is FIFA 19 Career Mode, which it's safe to say this year it's been a bit flat, hasn't it? Now, unlike videos that I've done already talking about FIFA 19, primarily before the game came out, this isn't actually going to focus on the shit show that is the features. I feel like I've said enough on that. I feel like everyone watching this knows enough about that, and I feel like we all are aware. We don't really need to go into detail on the fact there is no features. I don't really want to talk about that anymore. So that's not what we're talking about, and we're not talking about gameplay either. I know a lot of people seem to dislike FIFA 19's gameplay, but I actually think it's alright. It just needs a few little tweaks, and then it will be the gameplay side of things will be very good, in my opinion. Like I say, I understand a lot of people disagree with that, and I suppose that's fine. But you know, as I've said before, I think I've said on a video before, opinions are like arseholes. Everyone has one, so it's all good. The only thing I will say about gameplay is a lot of the people that went to a capture event shortly before the game came out and they played the full version of the game, they're adamant. A lot of them are adamant that it is being changed, and they haven't given feedback that it shouldn't be changed. If that is true, well, that's just shameful and shitty. What's the point in having these capture events or having this game changer program that they have if they're going to take the advice that people are giving them and just shove it up their arse? So that's the only thing I've really got to say on the gameplay side of things. I want to talk about the small things, because I think it's small, for me anyway, in the last couple of years, it's been the small things that have pissed me off about career mode as a whole. And in this year specifically, where they've had a year where they've not really done anything like that's different or new. They've done absolutely nothing that's like going to be time consuming to them. And yet we've still got so many little problems. And I feel like that's something that at least I want to address in this video. Now, as I said, I wanted to do this video like over a week ago. Now at this point this was a problem, but I believe they've sorted it out. I was reading the patch notes. It was a little bit confusing. I didn't know if it meant just when you're in Europa League playoffs, because this does happen, what you're seeing on screen does happen when you're in Europa League playoffs as well. They don't move games about whatsoever. But I believe they patched this, but for me this isn't something that should be patched. And not only that, when I say patched, it's not only patched for new career modes. So for old career modes, and considering I'm already at the save limit, which we'll get into later, I've got a whole piece on that. This whole fix doesn't really do much for me. Now, I'm sure if you look at this, I'm sure it's familiar to lots of you if you play career mode for the last few years. As you can see, I'm playing on the Saturday and I'm playing on the Sunday. This happens mainly for me, this happens when you're in a European competition in the Championship or in a second tier. And as you can see, not only that, we've got the League Cup semi-finals there, so you can see we played Newcastle twice, so you can see I'm playing on the Tuesday, then I'm playing on the Saturday, then I'll play on the Sunday, then I'll play on the Wednesday, then the Saturday. It's just, how is this a thing? I know they've supposedly fixed it, but one, it was in FIFA 17, and I'm sure as hell it was in FIFA 16. The fact it's taken that long to fix is ridiculous, considering we already have there's already the ability on career mode to rearrange fixtures. There's already the ability to do that. It's not like it's not there. Fixtures get rearranged quite a lot. If you get through the Champions League group stages, or if you get to the Champions League group stages, all the fixtures rearrange. How that's not possible everywhere, I don't understand. Like I say, supposedly it's fixed, but for people like me, as you can see, I'm already relatively deep into this career mode, and this screenshot was taken a couple of seasons back now. I've gone forward. This doesn't really help me, this whole patch. It doesn't help me at all. I've already started 4, so it just doesn't help whatsoever. And the fact that it's small things like this that have transferred over that really bug me. It's always the small things that get me. To me, it's things like this that should have been done by day one, easy. If they're not going to make features, if they're not going to put features in, they have no excuse, or they had no excuse, to wipe out all the small little issues that we had with FIFA 18. One of those as well, I think, which I still can't really understand why they've taken it out, and that was with things like request funds. When they took that out, that would have been such a small little task that probably took them very little time, which makes me think, how do they decide that's worthwhile? That was a feature that people used. I'm pretty sure everyone used that at some point on career mode. And they've gone and taken it out without any real warning. I don't understand why they do things like that. And I thought they would add that back, I'll be honest. I thought they would have thought, hang on, that was a bit stupid. But it's not back. Especially when they've added all the finance thing with FIFA 18. Well, FIFA 17 actually. They've added this whole finance system, and it doesn't mean shit to you, because you can't ask for money during the season. I'm aware that now you can make money. You can essentially, the money you had at one end of one season will transfer over. That's all right. That's good. Well done you. But just, it can't take much to add that back. And it's tiny things like that just piss me off. And that's my main grudge with FIFA 19 career mode. Isn't actually the lack of features or anything like that. It isn't the gameplay. It isn't the small things that they still haven't fixed. It's the save slots in our situation. The save slot situation really grinds my gears, to quote Family Guy. Now, I don't know what to say about this, but this for me is the worst thing that they've done with FIFA 19 career mode, simply because, again, similar to the request funds thing, it's such a stupid small thing to do. And you've got, well, imagine this for a second. You've got the career mode team. I imagine the career mode team anyway. They all sit around the table and they're thinking, oh, what could we do today? What could we do this week? And one of them goes, you know what? We could take the save slots down from 8 to 4. Not only does that one person have that idea, the rest of them probably agree to it. And then we've got a game with 4 slots that's probably taken them 5 minutes to take them out and just leave you with 4. This is just the biggest amount of stupidity they've done. And again, it's such a small thing. You'll probably think, some people will be thinking this is such a small problem, why are you getting so het up about it? But the reason I get so het up about it is because there was demand for more than 8. There was demand for more than 8. There used to be 10. I would want 12, personally. I would want 12. I think I could use 12. And yes, that's greedy, but I was content with 8. I was happy with 10. There's no way in hell I'm going to be happy with 4. Now, people put that to Twitter. They put it to the community managers that are on Twitter, and this was even before the game actually came out, saying, "Oh, look, can we have it back up to at least 8? Can't be 4." And the last we heard of it is that they put it to the career mode team. In the latest patch that came out, there was nothing about it, but they did give Petr Cech a tie. Fucking brilliant. I mean, that's probably more difficult than adding 4 4 save slots. That's probably more difficult. They've done that because it was a bit of a funny joke on Twitter, and they thought, oh, we could get brownie points here. Instead of taking the hat off, we'll give him a tie. Fuck off. If that's what you want to do with your time, piss off. I just want my save slots. I will put everything back. I've already said before FIFA 19 came out that this game's a little bit of just a waste of year. FIFA 20's where all the new features need to be. So I'll be happy, I'll be content to just have my save slots back. Literally it. They've added leagues like China, and they've added the Europa League, and they've added Champions League. They've added certain grounds, such as I want to do an MLS career mode with Atlanta, but I can't because I've run out of save slots. I want to go to all these places. I want to try new things. I want to do different career modes, and I can't. I'm limited to a Portsmouth one, a Fulham one. Actually, and no, Atletico. There we go. They're the three. And one more that I just can't decide which one I want to do, because I've got about 10 in my head and I can't narrow it down to one. It's just it blows my mind that someone thought that was a good idea. And that, for me, is probably a show of the contempt that EA show to career mode. Because if they thought that was a good idea, I mean, how stupid do you have to be to think that was clever? Who? I want to know who came up with the idea. I want to know who agreed to it. And I want to know why. I want a justifiable reason. I want them to come out and say, this is why we did 4 save slots. And I can't think of any reason why they should do it. But if they come out with a justifiable reason, maybe I could die down on being so gung-ho about my hatred towards them for this. But for me, that's the biggest problem with career mode, the save slots. And that's ridiculous when you think about the fact there's no new features and things. But the new feature situation, we got used to it. We were angry in August, we got used to it, we accepted it. Well, accept's probably the wrong word. We got over it, essentially, and we thought, okay, move on. But for me, it's things like this that are everything wrong with career mode at the moment. I think there's a massive gap between the community and EA themselves, and I don't hold high hopes for FIFA 20 if they can't get a simple thing right, such as give us the right amount of save slots. I mean, I have more career modes on my bloody PS2 memory card than I did on FIFA 19. It's just such a sickening situation, the whole career mode thing, and I hope they sort that out. I mean, I'm going to struggle to keep career mode interesting to me for a while, especially now Black Ops 4's out. I'm not going to lie, I've been playing a lot of that, and to be honest, the next few videos will probably be Black Ops 4, not FIFA. FIFA will come back, obviously. Atletico Madrid career mode will be back in a few days. La-di-da-da, all that. And but yeah, I think that's about it. All I really want to say. This video is a bit jumbled. It's literally, you don't do one for like a week and a half and you don't know what you're doing. But I hope it all made sense. Obviously, are you still interested in career mode? It seems a little bit dead already. The game seems dead already, which is just unbelievable. Because we moan about career mode, but Ultimate Teams had nothing new. Pro Clubs we already know about, obviously. The Journey's by all accounts shit. I haven't tried it yet. It's already fallen a bit weak, isn't it? I mean, we might have to all get Pez. I'm obviously joking, but yeah, it's a bit dead. Are you still enjoying it? Are you still playing it? Or have you moved on to Black Ops 4? Are you waiting for Red Dead? Red Dead's coming out soon. That's going to be good. Yeah, leave your thoughts in the comments below. La. If you're new around here, subscribe. Even though I haven't been posting videos, I have noticed a couple more people trickle over, and it means a lot when each one comes through. Like I've got like the studio app, the YouTube Studio app, and every time one subscriber gets added to it, it fills my heart with fuzzy feelings. I mean, that sounds very masculine, doesn't it? I mean, oh, what a man, fuzzy feelings. Anyway, it really does mean a lot. So if you are new around here and you agree with any points that I said, yeah, subscribe. If you again agree with everything I said or enjoyed the video, leave a like, and I'll see you in another one, which won't be in over a week's time, hopefully. Yeah, thanks for watching, and goodbye.